it's a family kind of review, kinda, in the brand new BMW M8 Gran Coupe competition. Let's go. Woo. No, we have not had this car before. Feels pretty good in this M8 competition Gran Coupe. This is the most powerful vehicle that BMW actually makes, and we're going to talk about more of the performance in a little bit after we kind of get rid of the family because it's, first of all, it's pouring rain out, so it's not very safe, and yeah, it's just not too good to do that type of spirited driving when you have kids in the back that are prone to motion sickness either. So let's just talk about the M8 Gran Coupe, meaning 4 doors, so it's perfect for a family. Hey, you know, it's like we have them in the back. Now this one does have 3 seatbelts in the back. However, I don't know how you would actually sit back there in the middle seat because you have this console in the back, but you know what? 2 is fine. I sat back there. There's plenty of room back there. Now this vehicle is a premium luxury vehicle and it's loaded. This happens to be the black sapphire metallic color, and the M8 comes with 20-inch wheels. It's very stylish, it's very sleek. You get the soft closed doors, you get the LED lamps, the head-up display. It comes pretty well loaded, and it should because it's not inexpensive. It starts at $158,000, and these are Canadian dollars, by the way. And there are only 2 packages. There's the executive package, and that adds on $3,500. And with that, you get the driving assistant, the traffic jam assist, as well as the ventilated seats. The interior is beautiful, don't you think, Cynthia? Yeah. It, you know, typical BMW, really high quality materials. The fit and finish is absolutely perfect. It looks great, it feels great. These are the 2-tone merino leather seats with the Alcantara inserts in them. That comes standard as well. Yeah, beautiful seats. They do not have massage though, unfortunately. That's what Cynthia was looking for, but they do have quite a few adjustments. Now this M8 does not come with a panel roof. The reason being is that the M8s come with a carbon fiber roof. There are some carbon fiber touches in the cabin here. If you do want to go all carbon fiber, there's a carbon fiber package, and that comes with a BMW individual manufacturer's package, and that's $14,000, but that gets you the upgraded, you go from the Harman Kardon stereo to the Bowers and Wilkins stereo, and I believe you also get some performance driving lessons with that performance package, but that is $14,000. Creature comforts wise, this is equipped with heated seats all around, and one thing that it also does have that I've noticed is the heated armrest as well. So when you turn those on, your arms get nice and warm. You do also have a heated steering wheel. Is yours on? Can you feel it?
Yes.
Yep.
How about this? Yeah, right here.
Yep. Both sides, so your left and right arm get quite warm. I actually turned mine off because it was getting hot. This does have traffic jam assist, so if you're going at slower speeds and you're in a traffic jam, you can just kind of just go totally hands off and it will drive for you, alleviating a lot of that type of stop and go stress. So before we get to the drive portion, leave a comment below. Let us know, what do you think of this M8? How does it look to you? What do you think of the interior? I think it looks quite understated. It doesn't say, hey, look at me, which is a good thing for some people. If you don't want to attract a lot of attention, it looks very classy. The interior really does look very nice. I am a fan of the interior. It's just very functional. It looks really good. It feels good. Girls, what do you think of this car? Do you like it? Well, I think we got the thumbs up in the back. Speaking of thumbs up, make sure, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, as well that bell notification so you'll know whenever a new video drops. But let's get to the drive portion now. Say goodbye, kids. Oh yeah. Ooh, that sounds good. All right. Kids and family are out. Let's take this little baby for a little bit of a drive. on a nice country road here. Now this in no way is a proper review of the capabilities of a car like this M8 Competition. Why? Well, first of all, we're on public roads. This thing will basically get you thrown in jail in first gear. It is so quick. 0 to 60 in this, or 0 to 100 actually, is 3.2 seconds. So no slouch whatsoever. You have full X drive, which is all-wheel drive. Now, what I want to talk about though is how capable and the experience this is driving it on a daily basis, because this is a very, very good daily driver. Just imagine a few years ago, this would be in supercar territory. So under the hood, 4.4 liter twin turbo puts out 617 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. That's right, matched to an 8-speed automatic transmission. So you have all that horsepower, yet this thing drives like a regular beautiful luxury sedan. And that's what I like about this. There are no compromises. You have the blistering speed, you have amazing handling, you get the luxury, the comfort, you get decent room in the rear, also cargo room in the trunk, get a Costco run, it passes the Costco challenge, and yeah, you could easily take this on a racetrack, or you could just drive it to go get groceries and it would be equally as comfortable. I could really imagine if you were stationed, let's say in Germany, and you had access to the Autobahn, which by the way, the Autobahn is not like no speed limit all the time. There are only certain areas that there are, but still, those areas there are no speed limits, and in those times, it's owning a car like this, it's not about, hey, let's just see how much fuel we can burn in 20 minutes by going and having your pedal to the metal. It's about getting to where you want to go a little bit quicker, maybe a lot quicker, at a high rate of speed, but do it confidently, safely, in a very capable vehicle, and this is that type of vehicle. You could be cruising at 200 kilometers an hour with this with zero issue. It would feel like you were doing 100K in a lot of other cars. It's just that capable. We are also running this on winter tires, by the way, so the ride is a little bit rougher, but what is incredible is this X drive. So think of this, we have 617 horsepower, and it's pouring rain. It's been pouring rain all week, and I've actually tried to break the tires loose and get this thing a little bit, sideways a little bit in this rain, and all the computer aids happening. It just gives you such good traction with this X-Drive system. Okay, let's see. So for example, I'm turning out 90-degree corner. There's puddles of water here. We can't really get much wheel spin. It's incredible. On the steering wheel, you have 2 red M buttons. You have M1 and M2. So you can configure the buttons however you want. Let's say M1, we put that down right now, and it's going to change. Right now it has the change for the shift points, or how aggressive your shifts are on the transmission. You also have a manual button on the selector itself. So let's say if we actually put it to 3 for third level, I'll show you. So let's just go around this corner. It really holds those shifts so much longer. Just listen to this thing. Oh man, this is good. Now, if I hit the brakes hard, listen to those downshifts though. That's pretty amazing. It sounds like we're in a race car right now. So if we actually switch over in our M mode, by the way, if we go M2, you can actually go to turn everything off, all the stability off, and drive this essentially as a 2-wheel or rear-wheel drive vehicle. I would say reserve that for the racetrack, not on public roads, especially when they are as wet as this. But it's amazing just the traction that we're getting around these corners. you don't really have to be doing 200 or 300 kilometers an hour to really feel the capability of a vehicle like this. So let's hit the M button on the middle console. We have road, we have sport, and track we have to keep pressed, and that is going to turn everything off. Let's go into sport right now, and that is not just going to control the engine parameters, but it's also going to control the transmission. I see that our shift is at 3. We still can manually turn that down if that's a little too aggressive. You can also go into the menu system and configure it however you want as well. So let's just try that number 3 out again. So this 8-speed transmission it's a gem. It's nice and smooth, but it can be aggressive if needed. And the M8 is also equipped with adaptive suspension as well. This is a fairly bumpy road that we're on. See, there's a few corners up here. Oh, wow. The transmission is just really keeping us in that sweet spot. We're at about 6,000 RPM. Hit the brakes hard. The downshifts are very, very fast, very, very quick, and aggressive. You know, I'm a fan of manual transmissions, but when they work really well, these automatics, they can be very, very engaging as well. And if you want to roll your own gears, you do have the paddles behind the wheel, but you know what? This thing is actually doing a good enough job that I'm fine with it. Really, really nice throaty exhaust. Plus, you also have an exhaust button here. That is on by default right now because we're in sport mode. I feel like I'm driving some sort of a NASCAR or something, going around Talladega or something like that at 7,000-8,000 RPM. I've said this before, there really is no replacement for displacement. Huge fan of V8s. This is no different whatsoever, especially a high revving one like this. Beautiful engine. So what does it cost to get into an M8? Well, it starts at 158,000 Canadian dollars, and the nice thing about the competition is that it's pretty well loaded. There are very few options you can get for it, but this does have the executive package. It's $3,500, so that brings you up to $161,500, which is not inexpensive, but this is the top of the food chain for an M car from BMW, so that really should be no surprise. Really, really wish I could get this out onto a racetrack. One day, hopefully, BMW Canada or BMW Anywhere or anyone that has one of these that has access to a racetrack, if you'd like to invite me, I will definitely come. That's it from the rainy West Coast in the very capable M8 Gran Coupe competition. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you on the next Everyday Reviews. Safe driving. Woohoo! Yeah!